earlier today, I made a pendant with a sort of wire tree kind of wrapped around it, and the pendant that I made was out of a washer. So this washer is about 1.5 inches, and I'm just going to show you how to make the tree that I made, the wire tree. This is my first video, so if I sound weird or kind of stop and start in places, it's because I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how this is going to turn out, so hopefully it will turn out fine. Right, so what I started with, the tree that I made, unfortunately I left it downstairs, so I don't have it on me, so I can't show you. But I will see about, if I can edit this at all, I'll see about putting a picture in the video somewhere of the actual pendant that I made. But on the pendant that I made, I just used the silver wire. It's about 0.6 millimeters. I really don't know a whole lot about wire, but that's kind of what I compared it to when I went shopping today. So, at the moment, since I'm running out of silver wire, I decided to go for these 3 colors instead. I've got this yellow gold color, the orangey red color, and this kind of coral pink. There's a light pink and a dark pink, but this coral seems to go with these pretty well. Kind of like fire, and I don't know, I'm partial to this combination of colors. So this is what I'm doing. I've already cut a few of my wires to the length that I want. I basically just kind of put it on there. I went a little bit longer, or a lot longer than what the washer is, mainly because these are going to be twisted, and I haven't quite figured out the whole, when you twist things it gets shorter, and I haven't figured out the proportions or measurements or whatever that is. So I'm just guessing. You might be luckier than me and not waste as much, but that's what I'm doing. So they all need to be the same length. I did about 5 roots, and there's 3 wires in each root. So I am cutting 5 of each color here. I've done 5 of these and 5 of these, and I just need 1 more yellow. I did these earlier, and I actually tried to film this earlier when I was doing them, and I ended up cutting into my finger. So I'm going to try not to do that again. I've got my protective princess band-aid on right there. Isn't that nice? That's what happens when you have kids. You only have princess band-aids. Not that I'm complaining. I like princesses. So, last wire, same length. Done. So what I'm going to do, didn't have to do this with the silver because they're all the same, but what I am doing is I'm going to take 1 of each color and I'm going to start twisting. And the easiest way to do this is kind of bunch them up and then pull one out, pull the other out, so it looks like this. See what I'm doing? And then start twisting them around each other. And do that with the top as well. Pull them out there. Just start twisting. There we go. Can leave a little bit there. It's going to be wrapped on the bottom of that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But there we go on those ones. My finger is throbbing right now. Don't cut yourself. Be very careful when you do this, because it hurts. Don't forget to separate both sides. Gives you something to hold on to, otherwise it doesn't really go anywhere. You just end up twisting your fingers around a wire. not the wires around themselves. I might have to work on my setup here. You are lucky that you can't actually see how messy this table really is. I've cleared a space just for you, so feel privileged. Right, so I've got all of these, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of put those together so that I can put them all together. Right, all of these. I don't know if you can see this sort of tree taking shape here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start kind of at the top of these, of the twists. You see that? The very top of these twists, I'm going to start twisting there. I'm going to go down a little bit into these twists and then I'm going to untwist those. It's a lot of twisting. But why I'm doing that, because what's going to happen is these wires down here are going to curl up and give it a little bit more of an interesting shape, and you'll hopefully it'll work out the way I want it to and you can see what I'm talking about. But twisting these, right, separate those a little bit, give those a bit of a twist. You can twist these as far as you want because you can always untwist, but this is what I have so far. It's twisted up pretty good. And I'm going to kind of untwist these individual roots here. And I want them to sort of fan out. So basically, when I put this on here, that's going to go up there, and these are just going to wrap underneath. So I can actually go ahead and do this to get kind of, so you can kind of see where this is going. Right, that one's really long. Right, that did not. It's because my twists are kind of long in certain places. It's okay. What I'm going to do is put the long ones on the outside and the short ones in the middle. There we go. Got those going better. Right. So that's going to go basically on the washer like that. And these are going to twist or bend underneath. Do the outside bits first. And voila. So there's the roots. That's the way it'll look with the roots. And then we are going to kind of unravel these top branches, if you want to call them that, because that's what they will be. And you want them to kind of fan out. Since these are different colors, you can do it how you want it so that it looks nice. Want them sort of spread out. Looks a little bit like fire. Right. Okay, so this is the basic tree. Oh, there you go. Let's see if I can see this a little bit better. Hopefully you can see that better. Basic tree. Sorry. You know what? I'm doing it backwards. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to stick this back in here into where these are holding. And, well, it's not exactly cooperating with me, but I will get it in there. There we go. Kind of. Ow, ow, ow. Alright. Obviously, my branches have not unraveled enough, so I'm going to need to do a little bit more unraveling here. Just like that. Hopefully you can see this okay and my big hands are not in the way. But what I'm doing is I'm just kind of unraveling this so that when it gets put on the washer, it actually looks like a tree. So you get the trunk and the roots. Alright, let's try again. Roots are there. Tree is there. The last few pieces, I'm kind of just fanning it out a little bit so that my branches aren't all in one place. There we go. There is the basic tree. Tree of life, I guess you could call it. Right? Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully you understood what the heck I was talking about. Anyway, from here, what I did from here is since I got the basic shape, I just kind of pulled this up a little bit in the back here, pulled them back so that I could slip the washer out and the basic shape would stay as it was. And then, so I've got my tree all ready to go, put it to the side, and then, anyway, it's only just been past New Year, so Happy New Year. I hope you all have a really good 2014. Bye!